going on, bro? Probably can't hear me, but we at the King Memorial right now. You want to show him? It's nice, right? That's what I said too. One of the perks of living in DC. But what we gonna talk about?
Gangster life and lockup.
All right, go ahead.
All right. Question 1. So why did it take for the arrival of your newborn nephew to change your ways, to change your mind state?
You started from the end.
I did, because I mean, what came to mind?
I don't know. I mean, like Ernest, you know, that's my younger brother, so for him to have a child, you know, it was like a child having a child, so I felt like I needed to step up as a big brother since we didn't have a father, and you know, be a role model for both of them. You know, it was weird hearing that on the phone saying that my brother, you know, got somebody pregnant, so I had to step up. You know, man.
Right.
For real.
Make sure you speak louder. There's a plane going by.
Yeah, I had to step up though. I had to step up for real. My younger brother had a child, man, before me, so I had to step up.
Okay. You mentioned that if you saw your brother in jail, you would fight him. So why would you fight him? I mean, is it the same? Because
I didn't, you know, at the time I was thinking I didn't want him to be down there. He shouldn't be doing the stuff that I, you know, was doing. So I don't know. It was one of them things, you know. My brother should never see what I saw. So if he did, I was gonna beat him up, like discipline, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
so you already said you had to act in as a father, but like y'all only how many years apart? Yeah, you're only a year apart.
That's my mental, you know.
Right.
So.
All right. So, do you think that you were supposed to be? Well, I already asked this question, but do you think that you're supposed to be a father figure or a role model? But how did you feel as a child? I mean, although you're just 1 year older, how did you feel as a teenager stepping in? You know what I mean? Stepping into like.
The camera good.
The cameras. Oh yeah, the cameras are right. Stepping into fulfilling that role at least, or that having that mind state.
Ever since I started selling drugs at like 12, going on 13, I always felt like I was an adult. So it was nothing. It was just something to do, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. When I was 13, I started selling dope. So from that point on, I felt like an adult. But Lord knows I wasn't by any means.
Yeah, especially if you were crying, saying I want my mommy. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
You really weren't.
I think grown men cry for their mama now, though. What you mean?
Well, because I mean, like the way when I read it, and you say you just want to go home and you just want my mom, you just want your mom.
Yeah.
It seemed like a child right then and there, like you were in trouble, and you knew you were in trouble.
Yeah.
What you did was wrong, and you thought that everything was going to be okay, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
You know. You were naive, so still
definitely.
That means you had an immature mind.
Yeah, definitely.
Therefore, you weren't an adult.
Definitely.
So, why didn't you want to read books to pass the time in jail at first?
Reading books was lame. When you were a street guy, you don't want to read no books. And I'm in jail too. Somebody see me reading a book, they probably would have thought I was weak. That answers your question?
Yeah, I thought it was going to be longer, but yeah.
It was just lame and weak, though, for real.
But you eventually started reading, but it was, what, after you were in jail?
Yeah, after I got out, yeah.
And what was the book that you read?
I read a lot of books, but...
the first one, if you can remember.
This Ever-Present Darkness by Frank Peretti. That one made me start wanting to read books all the time, every day.
What was it about, or what is it about?
It's about angels and demons, spiritual warfare.
Okay.
So demons came to a town to try to corrupt it and take it down, but the angels protected it. So
Cool.
That was one of my favorite Christian fiction books. And I don't really read a lot of fiction. But
okay. Looking back, when you wrote "I was meant to do this," meaning selling drugs, how do you think you sound? So you just laughed. So yeah, what?
I mean, it was though. Like I was writing from that point of view of how I felt at the time, right? And I really felt like I was meant to be a hustler. Like, people got careers and, you know, they felt like they was meant to be, you know, a lawyer, engineer, a rapper, whatever, you know. I felt like I was meant to be a drug dealer. So that's why I put that in there, you know. Because I used to always tell myself, man, this was meant for me. But I was wrong, so.
Right.
It's kind of silly, you know. There's other ways to make money, but coming from that type of community, that's all you see, really. That's all what's on the forefront, rather.
I have to ask this question. So right now we're not alone. There's other people here. How do you feel about talking about this in front of everybody else?
I'm about to put this on YouTube. What you mean?
I know, right? That was a dumb question,
No,
huh?
No, it wasn't.
I mean, because this is something that's personal, and this is something people that view YouTube, you don't have to see them, like, well, you have to see their expressions, but right now, I don't know what you see behind me.
Right.
So, yeah, you never, I mean, people might
What that means, and?
What? And?
Whatever they think, you know?
So it doesn't matter what other people think.
I sell my story. Of course it doesn't matter, you know?
Right.
Because I don't want, especially the younger generation or younger people, even older people, to go through what I went through, at least to know that they can come out of it, you know?
Right.
So that's why I talk adamantly about it, yeah.
Good. So what would you say to other youth in regards to your mentality at that time of
I mean, they know, because if they're in that lifestyle, they know that, you know, how it is, but it's nowhere, man. It's fallacy, man. It's fake. The only real thing is death in jail. I mean, I know it sounds cliche, but that's what it is, for real.
So only two options if you're going down that path.
Options, man. You have way more fun in school, for real.
That sounds lame.
But it's really not. It's the cool thing to do, for real.
Right. Why is it the cool thing?
Huh?
Why is it the cool thing?
Because it's happiness. You're not going to be happy in jail. You're not. There's no way around it. You're not going to see your family. You're not going to, you know, behind a wall all day. Can't eat what you want to eat, do what you want to do. It's not right. School is cool. Jail is whack.
Because you have your freedom, and then we didn't, like right now we're at the memorial,
exactly.
So people in the past, what would you say? I mean, these people fought civil rights for us, fought for civil rights, actually.
Right.
So how would you explain that, the importance of that to the younger generation? Or to not necessarily younger generation,
anybody,
people.
Man, it's important. Because we didn't have rights. That's what all this is for. Look. That's what all that's for, man. Like,
those are his quotes.
Yeah, like, we didn't have rights, man. Now we can do what we want to do, so do it. We don't have to worry about nobody beating us or none of that, man. Not for just being black. So it's very important to know what they had to go through to set the pavement for us, for real, set the road for us. That man right there is a big part of it.
Okay, that's true. So why did you glorify the image of a gangster?
That's all I saw. That's all I saw. When I was a child, I was naive, you know.
You think that if your dad was in the picture, you would be able to? I mean, maybe it would not have.
Maybe.
Been like that.
Yeah, maybe. But my mom did better without him, so.
All right, staying on the porch and not having independence, like having that babysitter. Could that have? I mean, yeah. Could that have possibly been something that was a catalyst to you wanting to be a gangster or being fascinated with it? I mean, because you had the babysitter, you couldn't do. You were
really,
like 13 having a babysitter. That's kind of old.
Yeah, but she worked nights though, so it's not. See, you would think it's old, but it's not. And, she worked nights, so she wanted somebody to watch over her.
She being your mom.
Yeah. But I don't think it was. I just wanted to do it because everybody else was doing it. I wanted to follow the pack, you know.
And now, can you say that you're a leader?
Definitely. But yeah, we can end it at that.
Yeah, that's the last question.
Stay in school.
All right.